Yo, what's good guys? I'm Nick Marino and I'll be talking to you about A Star is Born. Before I begin, I just want to preface that this movie review will contain spoilers. I just want to be a good friend. I just want to be a good friend and just let you know that there will be spoilers. So as long as you know that and we're good, we can begin. This movie is about drugs. It is about today's world and what it means to be a star in today's world, so that we as an audience can understand the life behind why these artists make these decisions, why these artists turn to drugs and commit suicide. This movie is literally a modern adaptation of the other previous A Star is Borns, except this one is so different because Jackson is a fully fledged character this time and we actually see a real person. Bradley Cooper took the original story and he rewrote it in a way that we can understand it as a modern audience. It is so current in today's society when we see a famous artist commit suicide because of substance abuse. And the whole movie goes back to that. This fame world, it's really fast. It's really fast paced. You put out a song and then all of a sudden somebody hears it and they really like it, and then an agent comes and he really wants to hire you, and all of a sudden now you're on tour and you're not just putting out one song, you're putting out a record, and you don't even know why you're putting out a record, but they're telling you to do it. And it's like, here, this, boom, 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 that. We don't only see that in the script, we see that in the cinematography, we see that in the lights, we see that in the quotes that are being thrown at us throughout the movie. How there's literally drugs in literally almost every time that Jackson performs. Every time we see a performance, there's always drugs either before or after the performance. Always. In almost every scene. Allie is just entering this world. Basically, we are Allie. In this movie, we are Allie. We are Allie as the audience. That first scene that she's playing at a concert, there's an overwhelm of the senses. She's getting lost. She doesn't know where to go. Someone is taking her with her, and we're just hearing loud music, lights. We're watching this everyday girl enter the world of Jackson, Maine. He is the staple star of today's world. Allie and Jackson are two different artists in today's world. Allie is struggling with who she is. She doesn't know what kind of artist she is. Jackson is struggling to be happy, knows what kind of artist he is, but is not happy with his life. The little inside jokes like the cake being smeared in the face throughout the relationship, it's sort of like an invitation for us to connect to their relationship so that we can connect to the humanity of it, and we can be like, oh, that isn't so far from what I have. You know, that isn't so far from what I felt with someone else. To add on to that, halfway into the movie, we see a tattoo that we never saw before. He's just having a conversation with Allie while he's eating, and he just lifts this up. Something about that is so intimate, the fact that there's a tattoo in the inner bicep. That's a huge statement in the movie because in the very beginning, Jackson, Maine is saying how he hates it when people call him Jackson, Maine, and he's this huge, big personality. And throughout the movie, we're slowly starting to see a full human being. The statement that makes is that stars are just like people too. Literally, famous people are just people. They're just freaking people, just like anybody else. The moment right before Jackson hangs himself, it's so dragged out, and it's a big moment. If you watch the entire movie, that is one gigantic scene from start to finish. Bradley Cooper made that into a huge scene because that is literally a statement about artists killing themselves. To prepare for this role, Bradley Cooper hired a voice coach, and for a whole year, he literally brought his voice down an octave. On top of that, he took guitar lessons with a rock musician, and he took actual singing lessons. It's astonishing how much of a shape his character has, how much life his character has, because of the work that he put. It is award-winning because of how believable he appears on camera as Jackson, Maine, as this country artist, this character that he carved. There is one quote that Sam Elliott, who plays Bobby, says to Allie at the very end of the movie. I'm just gonna read it. Jack talked about how music is essentially 12 notes between any octave. 12 notes and the octave repeats. It's the same story told over and over, forever. All any artist can offer the world is how they see those 12 notes. That's it. what he is referring to when he says that is, as an artist, you see those notes however you want to see them. It's your choice. It's your life. It's the decisions you make. Jackson Maine turned to drugs. He was not happy. Allie, she actually chose to really figure herself out as an artist. It was her choice of what to do with those 12 notes. The 12 notes being the craft, being the idea of being a star. That's it, guys. That's my movie review. A Star is Born. Go see it. I really hope that this movie review helped in some way, shape, or form in your understanding of the film. If it did, that's awesome. Until next time, guys, peace out. It's your boy, Nick A. Marino, up in you.